Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for this video. It's been a few weeks. I'm trying to continue to make it. So this is like the final cut, I'm pretty sure. This is gonna be a video of 2020 side hustles, so that way you can start bringing extra income in or possibly even make it your full-time job. But for this video, it's gonna be side hustles just because of the purpose that I've used some of these things to bring extra cash, especially if you're a stay-at-home parent, stay-at-home mom, or you just need extra cash in order to help out with the bills or whatever the case might be. I mean, who doesn't love extra cash in their pockets, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any more ideas of any side hustles that you might want to share with us, make sure you leave a comment below because we would love to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. We're going to be talking about ways to get paid, how to sell online and how to sell offline, and also how to provide your services and what apps that you can use in order to do so. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is diet. Since most of us are with the New Year's resolution of losing weight, this is the best way that you can lose weight, and at the end you can get paid for losing your weight. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. This app was introduced to me by my cousin. Thank you, cousin, if you're watching this. I fell in love with this app because at the same time that you're losing the weight, it's like a motivation because you're like, I need to win. And at the end you win money, and at the end you get the results you want. So it's just like both two things, awesome things combined together. It's like, it makes it a perfect fit. So I'm gonna pull it up here on the screen and you're gonna see. So once you download the app, this is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna go to explore games. At the top, you're gonna see where it says starting soon, most players, and your member. So if you go to starting soon, the normal one that I go to is 4 weeks. So I take the 4-week challenge. So that means that you will lose 4%, like this one. You will lose 4% of your weight in 4 weeks, and at the end, win the jackpot. And how many people at the end are winners? They split the jackpot between all of y'all. Right here it says $35 to join. There's 335 players and the jackpot's $11,725. It tells you it's hosted by this Chris guy. It's between January 27th through February 23rd. It's a 4-week game. So you just click on join now and it's gonna take you to this screen here. It gives you the option, the bet's $35, right? The membership program is $5, but I usually remove it because I don't really join the program. I just want to join the bet. So that's how it is. You just click on choose a payment, PayPal, credit card, or debit card. You will enter there. Once you make the payment, it's going to ask you to, and I'll pull it up here. Here is how to play. Okay, so right exactly where you found the game, you just keep scrolling down and it shows you first, you commit to 35. Second, you lose the 4% in 4 weeks, and then you win. So you're going to take a full body picture. This is how I'm going to post a picture here. This is how I would weigh myself. So I would have pretty much my husband take a picture of me standing on the scale, just like a full body picture. They want you to use loose clothing, nothing heavy. So I just pretty much use a top like you see in the picture, some shorts, and call it a day. The second picture that you take is going to be one when you are actually on the scale, weighing yourself, and then they're going to give you, you'll just grab a piece of paper, write the word that they're going to give you. It's a specific word that they're going to tell you about. Once you upload the pictures, they're going to go ahead and verify it, and then you're going to get approved and the game begins. If you can see, here is my profile here. I pretty much did 7 games and I won 5 out of those 7, which is pretty good. I wish I would have won those other 2, but I guess I gave someone else a chance to win. Now they do give you a 7-day money back guaranteed. So in case you happen to get sick or you just you know what, I'm not feeling it, it's not the right time, you can just go ahead and cancel, send them the email and let them know that you're trying to cancel it, and they'll go ahead and refund you the money. Okay, so moving on to the next one, it's selling online. So I know when it comes to selling online, we often know about eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Poshmark, Macari, but the main 2 that I've made the most money out of, and we're talking about hundreds, some even thousands of dollars that I made, is through two of these apps, which is Poshmark and Macari. So these 2 are my favorite apps to use in order to sell whether I'm trying to sell my clothes, my kids' clothes, or my new makeup that I just never use, anything like that. So that's pretty much all three combination of things that I personally use, but you could also use it to sell your jewelry, shoes, and different things like that. So for Poshmark, I'm gonna pull it up right here on the screen. This is how, when you open your app, it's going to look like. Once you already logged in all your information, you're gonna just click on sell an item. You're going to take a picture. Oh, I guess I'm just selling a tape. I'm not sure. This is just an example of the first thing that was right there. I'm just gonna add the details, okay? So the title, what is it? What is the title? The description. Now, whenever you're writing the description, please make sure and take in consideration that the person's not physically there to see, to feel, you know, the item. So you want to be very detailed. Besides like dimensions, colors, anything that can help. Whenever I would sell jeans, I would tell them these are like super stretchy. Like, you know, normally I'm a size 8, but you could stretch it up to like a size 9. Like it's good for like curves. I would just be very detailed, any kind of like girly thing that I can think of, because I put myself in this situation. At the same time, if you're like the customer, you're gonna want to know a little bit more of a description than just, it's a, you know, American Eagle size 8 jeans, like that's it. Like, okay, is it super stretch? Is it what? Different things like that, you know, if you get what I'm saying. So now it just says category, your quantity. If you just have one, then obviously it's just gonna be one, but it says optional, you don't have to. Your size, the brand, the color. You wanna put, if you wanna put, if it's new with tags, if it's not, then don't put it. The original price, you can put an original price, like what you originally paid for, or what they normally go for like online, just to give an idea of the person, like of people who are trying to purchase it. Oh, normally like the original price for this pair of jeans is like $54, and she's listing it for like $20. So they're gonna be like, that's a good deal. And it's gonna tell them how much percentage like they're getting off. Like, oh, you know, if you buy this item, you're getting it 70% off. So it kind of gives like a little good points. I've seen a lot of people, I'm not gonna lie, I did that myself. I would just put like $9.99. Realistically, obviously, we know the pair of American Eagle jeans is not $999, but sometimes if I didn't have an idea, I at least wanted to show that I was getting a discount. I was giving them a discount, so then I'll just put $9.99. Usually this kind of like the key of like, I don't know how much it is, but I know you're getting a good deal, a good discount. So it's up to you if you want to put it like that. And then you just put your listing price. If I put my listing price, let's say $20. Oh, sorry. Let's just say $15, because I just want to talk about this part. So $15. So if you see here at the bottom, it says your earnings when sold, it will be $12. So what Poshmark does is any item that's selling $15 or less, they're gonna charge you $3. The item that's more than $15, they're gonna charge you 15% of the amount. So let's do 300. That's gonna be 15% of 300. That's gonna be your earnings, and you know, obviously they're charging you 15% off 300. Let's just go to an item that I sold previously. So I sold this Lululemon top, and this is how I posted the pictures. I pretty much just laid it out nice and neat so you can see it. If you can tell, the kind of gray is different from the top picture to the bottom picture. I kind of use just different like angles so they can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Sometimes if you edit the picture too much, it's gonna give them the appearance that you're selling an item for a different type of description, different type of color. So you kind of want to be careful when you're editing the pictures, and be careful with your lighting, because you don't want to misguide someone whenever they're purchasing the, you know, the item. You don't want it to see like, hey, the first picture, I thought it was like really dark gray. When I got the item, it was like super light gray. Like that's not what I was trying to go for. And you don't want that, because then they leave you a bad rating and yada, yada, yada. So here I'm just showing them the back. I'm showing them the size. And having that sticker obviously means it hasn't been worn. And I had a mannequin there, so I just put it on a mannequin. You don't have to, just optional. I put it on a mannequin just so they can see how it looks when it's on somebody. This is a size 8, so I did not fit in this size 8, so I had to put it on a mannequin. So here's what I put in the description. never worn Lululemon gray top with black sports bra together, has padding in the bra area, lightweight material, free to make an offer. I also have another top in pink, and that's also what you want to do in the description. I just talk about that item, but you could also put, you know, if you bundle this one together with other items, then I'll give you more % off, more discounts. So Poshmark is like essentially your own little store. You don't even have to do the advertising for your own store. They're doing the advertising for you. So a lot of people are joining Poshmark, and there's already a lot of people browsing and looking through this website, like this app. Obviously more traffic like driven into your store, which is your little like store here on Poshmark. That's gonna give you like more eyes, more people on your stuff, then equals more sales, right? You get to offer your own discount. Right here it says seller discounts 10% off of 2 bundles. So if they buy 2 or more items from me, then I'll give them a 10% automatically once they're at the checkout point. The expediting fee, the shipping is $6.79, and it will get delivered between 1 to 3 days. Since we touched the shipping topic, I want to go a little bit more detail in shipping. I can make a separate video on shipping, not just shipping through Poshmark, but shipping through in general if you guys are interested in a lot of shipping directions. I also wanted to throw it in here about making a separate video about wholesale. So how to buy from wholesale and get the best discount possible, whether you're selling, buying and reselling clothes, buying and reselling makeup, your new makeup brand, all of kind of like a little bit of a mixture of that. So if you guys are interested, make sure you leave a comment below. Shipping for Poshmark. So I do like that the customer gets to pay for the shipping. Once your customer purchases your item, they will purchase as well as the shipping label. And the shipping label will get sent to your email address. All you have to do is print it out. Okay, so moving on to Macari. Again, I'm gonna pull up the app right here. You're gonna be able to see what I'm seeing. This is how it's gonna look like. If I click on sell, it's gonna take a picture of the tape again. Oh, that tape is gonna be famous. Yes, we wanna use this photo. And again, it's kind of the same thing. What are you selling? Which is the title as you've seen in Poshmark. And describe your item, 5+ words. Here you can use tags. So if I'm just gonna put like tape, here tape. Okay, so for the tags, you can just play around with it, see which one best describes the item that you're trying to sell. And again, it tells you your category, your brand, your condition, your color. Okay, for the shipping part, if you can see here, ships from, enters your 5-digit zip code. I wanted to touch a little bit on this one because the shipping part is not the same as Poshmark. Poshmark, the customer automatically pays for the shipping and you are not responsible for it. For this one, Macari gives you 2 options. First is you, the seller, get to pay for the shipping, or you can choose the customer to pay for the shipping. Now, I know as a seller, we're like, duh, we're gonna have the customer pay for it. But if you just kind of like think about it, because as a seller, obviously you want the customer to pay for it, but as a customer, you kind of want to see where it says free shipping. Whenever we see free shipping, it's something about free shipping that like gets us, and we're like, oh my god, we have to buy it because it's like free shipping. Even though it kind of like, if you're a seller, you can still calculate that amount that you're going to spend for shipping, put it into the price, and therefore they're technically paying for the shipping, but you're not telling them they're paying for the shipping. You're just saying it's free shipping. Also, when it comes to shipping, you can purchase your shipping label directly from Macari, which you enter the dimensions and you enter the weight, and then it gives you a price point. You know, let's say they're gonna ship out this item for $7. So at that point, you can either have the option to purchase the shipping label directly through Macari, or you can take yourself to the post office and weigh your package there, enter the dimensions, enter all the information, and then get the price from them too. Now, let's say Macari charges you $7 and you go to the post office and they charge you like $2 and something changed. Then you're like, okay, well, obviously I'm gonna go, you know, it's the cheapest route. That way you can get more money in your pocket without overdoing it, without overexpending where you don't want to expend more than what you have to. So it's gonna give you a better deal. Sometimes, not all the time. That's why I'm like, make sure you compare where is it giving you a better deal, and then you make the decision for yourself. What I also like to do is get quotes online. So I'll just go to USPS.com and enter my shipping information instead of physically going to the post office. All I have to get is like a digital scale, kind of like this one. I pretty much weigh the item, check the dimensions, and put in all the information, and bam, I get a quote. So It's just an estimate. So I think that works best for me, just because I don't want to go physically to the post office, and I have a 3-year-old with me most of the time, so it's gonna be a little bit hectic. Once again, if you're interested, I can make a separate video all about the shipping, everything that you need to get, like all the packages, different wholesalers that can sell you packages, and everything that comes along with shipping, because that was a learning curve for me. So if you guys are interested, just make sure you leave a comment below so I know to make that one my next priority of videos. Moving on to selling in person. The 2 places I like to sell my clothes and my belongings is 1, Plato's Closet, and 2, Once Upon a Child. Once Upon a Child, we know it's kind of like a kids clothing store. So if you have kids, this is for you. If you don't, then I'm not sure how that would work. But so if you have kids, Once Upon a Child is the best one. I know whenever I would buy my kids all these things, I'm like, oh my God, I'm at the store. I want to purchase them so many things. I buy them, and then to find out they don't even wear it, or they wear it just once, it's a little bit annoying. So if you have one of those, don't worry. If you can't return the item, take it to them, and you're gonna get paid for it. Why not, right? If I decide to sell to Once Upon a Child, I like to give them a call and to see, hey guys, what are you guys taking? What are you not taking? And also, how many bags or bins can I take in? Because one time I took all like my 2-3 bags, and they only told me they could accept 1 bag, which was a little bit disappointed. So I was like, I guess I have to just leave you this bag. And I didn't even know, because I had a mixture of everything, so you kind of know which items you're gonna get paid more, and there was just a mixture of everything. So I don't even know if I got the full profit like of just 1 bag. So I had to go back again and again, and it was a little bit annoying. So I was like, next time I'm gonna call. So make sure you give them a call. It is very important. If they say, look, we're not taking any like 0 to 3 months newborn clothes, then you know, if that's all you have, then that's pretty much all you have. But you can at least take them shoes or toys, or just bassinets, strollers, just different variety of things. So make sure you give them a call. That's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of energy. And as a mom, you pretty much are very limited to all those. So make sure you give them a call. I also want to mention, once you take your clothes and your belongings that you're trying to sell for them, kind of have a ballpark of idea of how much you're trying to get for the bag of like items. They will also tell you the time frame. Hey, it's going to take us like 15 minutes to 30 minutes to 45 minutes or even an hour. Then it's optional to you if you want to just wait for them, or they can just give you a call once they're done. So it's completely up to you. Okay, now for Plato's Closet, I'd like to do the same thing. I like to give them a call and be like, hey guys, I'm trying to sell my items, but I want to see what are you guys selling the most or needing the most, as well as what are you not accepting. And they're pretty much straightforward. They'll tell you how it is. Because I was filming this video like a few times already. I did it in my first one, so I'm just gonna pull it up here. You guys can see what I pretty much asked for. So by doing that, you're gonna have an idea of what they're actually looking for and what they're not looking for, okay? So, and you can also sell men's clothes too. If your boyfriend, husband, your son, like, you know, teenager son, I'm not sure, then you can also sell their clothes there too. If you used to shopping to Plato's Closet, you could kind of get a feel of what or more or less they're looking for. I would sometimes try to sell my shirts like for office work, and that wouldn't really, they would never get one. Like I would throw one in there just in case, and then the next time I would go, I would throw another one, and they wouldn't really go for it. So I'm like, okay, that's probably not, like, definitely not their style. Especially when I'm looking at the shirt and then I'm looking at their whole style, like of like the inside of the store, does not match with it. So I kind of like have an idea of the style that they're going for. That will help you a lot when you're going through your closet, because I have a variety of like, I have like, you know, going to work clothes, like all professional, suited, and then I have my sexy going out to the club, which I haven't gone to the club in like a million years, but you know what I mean, like a nice, sexy, outgoing cocktail dress. And then you have like working out clothes, and you have a chill, going to the park clothes, going to the zoo. Just, you know, we have like different varieties of styles. So just kind of have an idea of what their style is versus your style, and kind of like see, okay, they might take this, they might not take that. Have a ballpark idea of what you're trying to sell. I wouldn't suggest breaking down every item, because when you do that, when you break every item, like, okay, this item I want $5, Or, you know, with this shirt, I want $5. With these jeans, I want $10. With these shoes, I want $15. Let's say they end up buying it and they tell you, okay, for the shoes, you are expecting 15, but we're actually giving you like $7. Now, it might be a little bit like, okay, I don't want to sell it after all, but I kind of pretty much put everything together. So I put everything in a bin and I pretty much say, okay, based on my head, or I even write it down, I say for this whole bin, I want $100. Then I take it to them and then they pick out the clothes, they pick and choose which ones they want to buy, which ones they don't want to buy. Once they tell me, okay, you know what, we're buying half of it, but we're only buying half of it of the bin, but we're giving you $80. So you're like, okay, I wanted $100 for everything, but they're taking just only half, and they're still pretty much paying me on the higher end, which is $80. So then it's up to you whether you want it. I personally would take it. So I wouldn't really like break down each item, just because it's like, if they're like, for example, they're buying your whole like outfit, your shirt, your jeans, and your shoes, and they're still getting you close to what you were asking for, or pretty much what you're asking for, does it really matter that you're selling them the shoes for this amount of money and the shirt for this amount of money? Like, I don't think so, because at the end of the day, you're still gonna get the amount of money that you're already expecting to have in your pocket. And obviously, it's like money cash right then and there. Unlike selling online, you do have to wait a few days, even weeks, to get your money back. And when you're selling in person, you're getting the cash right then and there. So also take that in consideration. What I would do with the items that wouldn't sell, I would just grab those items, post them online, and just let them sit there and, like, you know, sell. Because I mentioned selling the unwanted items to like selling online, I also wanted to mention this so you can keep in consideration that obviously if once you're selling to Plato's Closet, you're gonna get a little bit less than what you're expecting versus you're selling an item online. Again, the difference is the selling online, you're gonna have the item sit there for a few days, sit there for a few weeks, and then wait till you get that funds into your account. So it just depends. Are you in a rush to like hurry up and get cash in your pocket that same day, or are you willing to wait a few weeks and just let the money come back later on? So the first app that I decided to go on in order to provide my services as a makeup artist was Thumbtack. So this could go if you're providing a service as a makeup artist, as a personal trainer, as a life coach, as a business coach, just different types of services. You can go on here and download the app, provide your services out there so other people can log into this app and find you. Because I do makeup on the side, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This is what the screen, I'm pretty much gonna show you up here. These are just screenshots, just because some of the information is like their name, their last name, and I just don't want to just throw random people's information out there. So the first one you're gonna see is this person contacted 3 makeup artists a day ago. Location is gonna show you their location, the date that they want the services, the date and the time. And what is it for? It's for a wedding. It says they're in the age between 45 to 64 years old. They want standard makeup brush. So that's meaning they want the standard brushes. They don't want the airbrush machine. They're asking for false lashes. Let's click on details. They want false lashes. They want the day of or the night of touch-ups. The group size is 5 people. Again, it's showing you the makeup type, and then it's telling you their budget. Their budget's between $125 to $200. It also shows you the travel preference. Is the professional going to travel to your house? If you're willing to travel to their house, sometimes they're, you know, for whatever reason, they're not willing to, for the makeup artist to travel to their home. So they want to go wherever you are, and that's what happens. And then you just click on whether you're at the bottom, whether you are interested, or you hit the top right hand corner where it says pass, and you can pass on that one. That is pretty much where I started my whole makeup. Background of like makeup artists. I got all my clients there. I started shooting I started doing makeup. So Thumbtack is an app that I started off. So Thumbtack is an app that I started off my makeup side of the business. So Thumbtack is, Thumbtack app. So this app is where I actually started off my whole makeup, like the whole business side of it. I was so thrilled to discover this app. I started putting out my business, started getting people, I started getting more clients. This is where I was involved in being the makeup artist for a photo shoot, so that was really fun to be part of, and a lot of my clients came from there. So I know for all those makeup artists out there, I really want to help you guys, especially scale your business as a makeup artist. If you guys want additional tips for makeup artists, makeup equipment, or some things that I realized that they never told you online of how to interact with the client and how to just some tips and tricks like that no one ever told me, and I had to find out by my own, like, you know, with experience. So I kind of want to share that with you guys. Let me know if you're interested in that type of video, then just leave me a comment below. But this is pretty much the app that like took off my whole makeup side of the business. Okay, so the last one that I want to throw out is udemy.com. So udemy.com is a platform that offers you to sell your online courses. So anyone who's out there trying to sell their online courses, it's really good for you because you get to just post your video there and sell it at the price point that best fits for you. For example, if I'm selling an online course of how to become a photographer, I'm gonna click on the search description bar and type in how to become a photographer for babies or for maternity or whatever the photographer you're trying to become. Then you click on that and you're gonna get a visual of like what are people selling their courses. I've seen those courses range about $100 to $200. It just depends what type of course you're personally trying to sell. So I feel like those are really good for not only the people that know their business, know exactly what they're doing, and just feel like teaching others. Besides doing YouTube video, if you're interested obviously in doing YouTube videos, you can also sell your courses on there. Well, that's the end of this video, guys. Those are the 2020 side hustles that you can start bringing money in, whether you already have your 9-to-5 job and this is just like a side income, or you're a stay-at-home mom and you want to go 100% on all of these and make it your full-time job. That would be like awesome, right? Like having an income where you get to work from home. So overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know again if any of these topics, like I mentioned, if you want me to make a video of those separately, I can. Just make sure you leave me a comment below. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.